Hi, I'm taking Paul McWhorter's AI for Everyone lessons, and we're on lesson 16, face recognition. Um, I ended up not being a legend on this homework. I didn't get all the way through it, but I'll show you how far I got. Go to the code. So I copied most of what Paul had on his video, the code, got that working just as a point of reference. But I decided I wanted to add more of the names to the encoding, known images to the encoding. So I didn't really want to copy and paste all that code like Paul was suggesting. So figured a way of putting it into a for loop. I noticed all the files just had a name and then .jpg. And so the path and the .jpg were all the same. So all I did was known faces. I just copied the names, which I can also use to display the names on the photos, and just put them into a list, known faces list. That way we can just loop through the encode all the faces and just a few lines of code. I added this print known faces just because it took some time before my video came up and I wanted to see what was going on with that. So this, when we run it, we'll see how slow it is at actually encoding the faces. So, and then when we got down, like I said, did the same thing. Paul has a lot of 13U unknown JPEGs down there. So I thought I'd do the same thing and put a loop in for those. Since we're using numbers, we had to handle it a little bit different. We using the file, the format on the text format on the to put the number in rather than putting characters in, where this will put a number in, change it over to text so that it works out well. Had to look around, find out how that works. I'm learning more Python all the time by taking these classes, not just about artificial intelligence, but also general Python language. Every lesson I take, I have to go and look around and see how it works. Like I say, coming from the C++ world, and things are a little different over in the Python end. But basically, we're doing the same thing as Paul did down below here. Everything's just about the same. The only thing I did is some of his U photos were kind of big, so I resized them to be 800 wide. So, and then this calculation keeps the aspect ratio correct. And then we're just showing them. Got it so that I have to hit the Q key to go from photo to photo. And well, so everything else is working good, so we can show you how that's going. So we can see down here at the bottom, it takes quite a while. Each one of those takes some time to do the encoding on it. I don't know, it speeds up after the first one, so I don't know whether it has some initializing to do or what. But then walk through that. And then, like I said, we got all these names in here, so we should be able to pick up anybody that's in our list. We got Mike and Donald Trump in there. And like I said, we can hit the Q to go to the next one. And we have this Dr. Burks in here. And she looks sort of like Nancy Pelosi. So we're getting some false positive or false information recognition on that. Happens quite a few times on there. So I guess it's showing that it's not perfect. Gets her right this time. Gets it wrong that time, but we're picking up the Chuck Schumer in there, so that's good. Picked him up. Got those two right. Got him right. Got her right that time. Got him. Got them all right there. Got them all right. And picked up Ronald Reagan and Charlton Heston, so that's good. Paul McWhorter and a young lady got picked up, so that's good. So anyhow, I just main thing, like I said, Paul got me started, but I ended up wanting to put them into loops to make it easier in my mind to how to do it. So just anytime I can put something in a loop, I go for it. Copy and pasting coding isn't my thing. So, but anyhow, got that done. And then I didn't have, it's just me around here. And so I didn't during the day, and I didn't have anybody to really help out with the personal recognition. So I decided not to do that. And I used the same encoding we got and went online and found some videos, and I made a montage of video clips. Whoops, wrong one. So yeah, got some of Donald speaking, and I had quite a few that had Donald and Joe Biden at the same time. So I did go in and find an image of Joe Biden and added him to the list of known images and had him added to the list so that we're doing him as well. So that was was able to add that to my list of things to upgrade. So more photos. And we got Nancy Pelosi. Got some Ronald Reagan. Got some Mike Pence. And got some Bill Barr in there to finish up. So I know that Paul said that it was going to be really slow to run with a video. And I actually tried running it, just using this same code, and instead of images, just pulling images off the video a frame at a time. But it was going to take forever. We were getting about 1 frame a second off of it. So 30 or 60 frames a second in on a normal video speed, and we had a couple minutes of video there, so it was going to be a long time before it all downloaded. So I ended up, like I say, the top part's all the same, and the bottom part where had the video montage as a link there, and putting it into a file. And but like I said, when I was trying to grab each frame to read, it wasn't going anywhere. So I ended up where I just loop through 30 frames and don't do anything with them. I don't display them or anything. I just grab them and go to the next frame. So every 30, so we're only getting like every 30th frame we're getting on our one that we're testing on, and showing that. So it's more of a stop action type thing rather than a smooth video. But basically we're doing the same thing to get them, and that's basically all we're doing there. And I did put a counter down here. We can see that how fast they're going. They're, you know, like I said, this is every 30th one. So you can imagine how that would have been if we were going slow. So we can try this out. Again, we're doing our slowing coding down there. You can see how slow the numbers are increasing down here. That's all the processing we can do. And this is a pretty fast computer. Didn't pick up Joe Biden there, or picked him up finally there when it got there. I didn't put Kamala Harris in, so she's an unknown person. Didn't pick him up there either. I don't know where it's just like too dark or what, but I think that has a lot to do with it when it's kind of dark. You can see Nancy, she goes to Dr. Burks at some point. There. Ronald Reagan, it picks up, and it's kind of interesting. It picks up something, this guy down here in the photograph. And hardly make it out, but I guess you got two eyes and a nose, and it knows it should be a face. So that's kind of cool that it picks up something even that blurry. And picks up the small Donald Trump over here in the thumbnails as well. So that's cool. Like I say, I don't consider this a success because I had no way I could get the video. And I just figured I'd show you how far I got along with it. So, and that's my homework for what it is. I certainly don't call my not legend this week at all, closer to the lawn chair. Anyhow, thanks, Paul, for all you do, and hope to see what your solution is. Have a good day.